fellow brick fans, DJ Bricks here, back with another video, and today I have a LEGO review of a 2022 DC set, of course, based off of the recently released The Batman. This is the Batmobile, the Penguin Chase. Set number 76181 is recommended for building ages 8 and up. Comes with 392 pieces, where it retails for about $30 here in America. Comes with 2 figures. Of course, the Penguin is exclusive to the set. We do have this movie's rendition of the Batmobile as the main build of the set. So let's start deconstructing it and seeing how it stacks up. Starting as always with the minifigures. So looking at the first figure, of course we got Batman here, based off his appearance in the movie, the new movie here. He comes with a battering, pretty standard. If you want my full thoughts, check out my previous review of a Batman set, the Silicon Kyle motorbike. But I'll go over this one pretty quickly. I don't like it's got some nice accurate torso printing and leg printing. It's just with the legs, I would have liked to have seen dual molded legs here to continue that design from the front. That just looks incomplete to me. And also, would love to see arm printing on this figure. This character definitely deserves it from the detail of the gauntlets in the movie. And then he comes with the Junior's cape with one hole. I assume that's just to convey how small his cape is in the new movie. Back torso printing, pretty nicely detailed. He comes with the second generation of the Batman cowl, which I'm going to assume LEGO was looking at concept art here, because it really doesn't. It captures his cowl in the movie, and then at some points it doesn't. I would have liked to have seen a new mold there as well, but who knows what LEGO was looking at. Head underneath is the same generic comic book Batman head that we've been getting since 2012. Also with this set, we do get an alternate head for Bruce Wayne here. He does come with a hairpiece too. It's a dog trainer hair in a dark brown color. The head is also not new. It's the Tom Riddle head from last year. That was introduced last year for the Harry Potter line. It does replicate Robert Pattinson pretty well. Then you got this aggressive facial expression. Again, both of them replicate his likeness pretty well, so I don't mind the face reuse too much there. It does convey the character and the likeness properly, in my opinion. Taking a look at the Penguin next. For accessories, he comes with that pretty realistic submachine gun that LEGO uses from time to time. And then his other accessory is this rocket launcher built from the new type of stud shooter that fires studs or tiles out sideways. But you do have a build attached to the back there, utilizing a couple of the stamps pieces and the monkey kid bar there in black. And it fires up pretty easily, but removing that for now, we got a nice look at the torso and leg print. Both are really nicely done. I was almost expecting them to reuse that coattails piece that they keep like to use, but no, they actually made a specific detailed torso, continuing the purple stripes down there and the detail onto the jacket there. and you get some nice back torso detailing, again replicating the stitching there. And then going up to the head and the hair, it does capture Colin Farrell's hairstyle in the movie pretty adequate, pretty well, but sure they could have been better. But again, we don't know what Lego was looking at. Maybe they saw something that made them think that would be a better hairpiece. But looking at the head, it is pretty nice. It does replicate all the makeup that Colin Farrell was wearing in the movie. You got all the nice little scar details and facial creases, which create a nice effect there. And then, as you can see, he does come with a secondary face that has more of a angry expression. But again, really nice figure that I think Lego really knocked out of the park. It's just questionable about that hairpiece. And looking at the main build for the set, of course, it's the Batmobile for Robert Pattinson's version. I'm going to start off by saying something pretty bold here. I think that this is pretty much a Speed Champions build with a licensed slapped onto it, because most of the build techniques of this particular model surprised me. They particularly how this hood section is built, and back here with all the engine detail. There are techniques here that surprised me, that intrigued me. It was pretty fun to put together all these snot techniques and various part usages. There are some down in this build. There's that flower piece that we get from time to time, and they are molded in a light gray, and they are used in there. So that is pretty cool. Any decal you see, decoration, is stickers. There are no printed. There's only two prints, there, back here with the engine. You got the speedometer update piece, and then you get a hubcap there for back of the engine, which is a Speed Champions part, funnily enough. You do get power blast effects here in blue, and they're primarily here just to replicate all the NOS that flares up from the vehicle when Batman supercharges it. There's a sticker on the roof. Got a nice engine detail back here with a nice build. You got some nice detailing here. I will point out the stickers here on the side. I kind of messed up on one side. I recommend putting all the pieces down first and then putting the sticker down, because I made that mistake of thinking that the instructions really weren't that clear on where those stickers would go. So, because it's kind of black on black. Same thing with the hood detail in the instructions. That really doesn't look like it's a stickered part with some silver detail. But that is something to note. You get, looking at this thing from the front end, you can kind of see some orange of the engine down there, which I really like. Those are stud shooters from the play feature. You got a nice angled to the front there. The wheels are pretty nicely done. You get this nice little round thing that pops out, I assume to represent something, but it is very, but it doesn't do anything here. And then the roof just comes off as one sub-assembly. You pretty much get that Speed Champions part there. You get some side building here, replicating part of the window. And then getting into the cockpit here, driver's seat, I mean, you do get 2 seats here that you can actually put minifigures in if you have any of the other sets and want to play with it like that. You get a sticker here and sticker there for the controls. The wheel, the driver's wheel is pretty much built up. It's not an inherent part there. And down there you can kind of see more of those gray flower pieces, so that is pretty nice. But getting Batman in here, you actually have an unintended storage space back here where you can put the Batarang, so that is pretty nice. I always love it when Lego just puts in parts to that they just put in parts for storage, and Batman just fits in there pretty nicely. And you can close this back up and it looks pretty good. So some of the play features here, something you can do if you want is you can pull off all the power effects, and just that part came up with it, but pretty easy to put it back. So you can take off all the power effect pieces, and you can just have the Batmobile as it is, and with that removed you can kind of see more of the nice engine detail for the souped up engine back here. And if I didn't mention before, these 2 headlights are stickers, and they are pretty they're kind of a pain to put on, to be honest. And then the other main play feature of the set I showed earlier, you get 2 of the spring-loaded shooters built into here. And to activate them, you pretty much just push these down. These are kind of cantilevered parts right here that they're Unikey pieces, but you just push them down back towards the cabin and they will fire off. So that is pretty spectacular. And then another thing I forgot to mention back here, right there, you get the Harry Potter wand pieces used for some extra detail, and you get some stickers like right there, right up against the engine block. So those stickers are also crucial to putting on right the first time. But that, I really don't have anything too negative to say about this set. To me, really knocks out of the park. I really feel like, again, this is pretty much a Speed Champions level of build in a licensed set. There's really no drawbacks to it, in my opinion. Just a side note to add on, I just want to point out that when the NOS thing is back here in the little ejector here for the tail, this does have a tendency to pop off just if you knock it. So there's a little bit of a stability issue there. So I just felt like I needed to bring that up. So taking a look at the extra pieces for this set, we get quite a lot. Starting off, you do get a couple extra bolts for the spring-loaded shooter there. You get 1 extra stud dedicated for Penguin's blaster. And then with the main set, you do get the extra power effects that weren't used in the build. A lot of extra studs and tiles. You did get an extra one of those 2 printed pieces of the little hubcap and the speedometer. You do get an extra bearing just because it's a Batman set with a bearing. So looking at the instructions, it's a book bound style. You can see with the front cover, it's just a box art, but mine in particular, they must have cut it a little bit short because you can see the pages behind it, which kind of sucks. And then for total building, you have no progress bar at the bottom of this one, which is interesting. But it does take about 96 pages of building. You do have a cross-sell for the entire line, pretty much all 3 sets for the Batman movie. And then you have the part inventory and the product feedback with the pirate this time. Taking a look at the box, you pretty much got that standard $30 size. It's actually a massive box for that price point, but you do got all the hallmarks of the Batman movie merchandise. You got nice stylized version of the Pattinson Batman down there, the movie logo. You got the movie logos up there at the top, set specs. You got the minifigures down there in like the weird like circle TT Lego games for some reason. But going over the main picture of the box, Penguin is shown here without any weapons, despite the fact that he comes with a couple of blasters here in the actual set. This is more due to something from Warner Brothers or DC higher-ups where they don't want any figures that come with guns to actually be shown prominently or something. So yeah, they have to picture Penguin without proper without what he actually comes with. So that kind of sucks. Top of the box, you have Batman sporting the actual size reference there. You have the movie logo there. And then on the back of the box, you just have Lego-fied version of that art from the front. Little action call out for one of the play features. And then what's really cool about the back of the box here is they actually have like a Lego-fied version of the first reveal we got for the movie, where you have Batman standing next to his version of the Batmobile, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that they have that little tongue-in-cheek reference there, so that is pretty cool. So going over my final wrap-up thoughts here. Build-wise, it's pretty good. It's again, I stand by this. That is absolutely like a Speed Champion set. It's pretty much that caliber of build. Like, you don't have the massive amount of stickers that you have on a Speed Champion set, but you definitely have the build techniques there. And this build was pretty involved. It was pretty involved, and it was pretty interesting how many different techniques of snot and upside down building and all that went into it, especially for a set aimed at 8-year-olds and up. I think this was advanced enough, but not too advanced that kids couldn't build it. I do have that one stability issue with that flame on the back where it just falls off if you hit it too hard, and you have the flame boost in the back there. Minifigures, again, my main complaint goes with Batman. you have the legs there, you have the unprinted arms. Some of that I can excuse from maybe they were looking at concept art or something for the mask and the whited out eyes, but the rest is really well done. It's just few issues. Penguin's pretty well done too. They chose the best hair that they could, given that they were probably looking at something where it seemed like he had that type of hairstyle. So again, really knocked that out of the park. Like I said, I thought they were gonna just cheap out and reuse that same tailcoat piece that they've been using for like years now, but they didn't. Quality, okay, so there's multiple different quality issues with a set. The instructions with some of the sticker placements not really being clear because it's black stickers on top of black parts, so they're not printed very well to let you know exactly where to put them. You have that issue with the box art, and I don't blame Lego for this. This is definitely more on WB, Warner, and DC's hands of just not having what the Penguin actually comes with pictured there on the box. That's just kind of false advertising to me, so I don't really like that. But overall, for the price, $30 for this set, it's a pretty substantial build for $30. You get a lot of parts here. You get a nice compact build that doesn't really fall apart on you unless you have that one issue. But it's pretty nicely designed. I really feel like the money's worth it is there in the builds. Minifigure wise, could have done with one more, maybe Commissioner Gordon or Lieutenant Gordon as he was in this movie, or maybe Selena Kyle again. But for what it's compared to the actual movie, both important players are there, so can't really fault it for that. It's just for $30, I would expect at least one more minifigure there. But all that being said, set does get an 8.5 out of 10 for me. I really highly recommend this set. It's by far, from what I've seen, the best of the Batman movie wave. A nice cheap set. You get the Batmobile, you get Batman, you get a villain. Really, really solid pickup. So that does it for this video. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. Always look forward to discussing things with you. Smash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz. Really helps the channel out with the algorithm. And I will see you in the next video. Until next time, keep building.